Hey there, David R. Becker here with BeckerArt, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about using a viewfinder. I notice that a lot of times when I'm out painting or even taking pictures or doing plein air painting, I have to look for a scene, right? And then when you start painting, you have to see and crop it certain ways. And I've just noticed this last weekend when I was out painting plein air, is that I have a camera that is a very good viewfinder. And so a lot of times we have always used those little slide projector things, and we just put it up to our eye and our cardboard cut out with the center like the size, which is all good. You know, it's fine to have that. We also have red glasses or cellophane, red cellophane to see the values and stuff like that. That's all great, but you also just need a viewfinder, something that has a little rectangle, a square, whatever you're painting the size of your canvas in proportion to that canvas. You're going to be looking for something to look through and kind of picture up your scene, right? And so I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking, well, most of us have cameras, right? Like I'm talking to you right now on a camera, and look at the scene behind me. And so I'm at Dillman's teaching my class at Dillman's here in my workshop. And so I thought to myself, well, I'm going to show you that you can just use a camera. So I'm just going to turn this around, and I'll show you that we have a camera that you can then snap a Photoshop, or photo, not Photoshop, but snap a photo of, and then just look at the image and see if it's a good kind of light and dark pattern. And so let me just turn this. And so here we have the scene from Dillman's at Dillman's, and I'm looking at it, and depending on what your size is, and actually even in your camera settings, you can do different scales. Like you can do a square. I can't do it right now because I'm filming, but I can usually do, like if I'm working it just to take a photo, I can make it a square photo. I can make it different shape photo, but then I can also go in and out. I can just go like this, and I can go in and out and just kind of see what would be the best light and dark pattern. Now it isn't very sunny right now, and it had just rained a little bit, but so I will be using these. This is the local color. We got some fall colors up here. But you're going to use the lights and darks. And now if I did it like this, it's not that great a scene. If I crop it or I go closer or even turn it vertical, now can only do pretty much a horizontal with what I'm working with right now. But this would be like a better, because we have our center of interest. Where is it? Center of interest is right here. Then we got, the darks going back there. So it's not too bad like that. And then you just take a snapshot, right? You just hold it there, and that will be then you're looking at it. And so when you're out plein air painting, it's nice to have that shot instead of always constantly looking back up through your viewfinder. And I mean, we have our cameras, and you can just take the snapshot, put it down on your easel, and look at it, and so that you can outline. You can do the outline of the outline of the picture, and in proportion to your palette. And so then when you're drawing, let's say you're drawing, and then right here is the center. Maybe you put a line there on your canvas, and that's what a viewfinder does. And as I was thinking, okay, I have a cardboard. I have one of those projector slide mounts, and I usually have used that in vertical and horizontal because that's usually the dimensions that you're using. I saw a couple artists who have different viewfinders, but hey, we all usually have phones on us, and so it's not cheating or anything. It's just a photograph of what he has, and it's also just used so you can kind of frame it. You can frame the image in the way you want to do it. You can go over here and you do the same thing. Like if you're way out, if you go way out or too close in, but way out, you see there's a lot of area here that's just too much, and for your composition. And so you just kind of look through viewfinder and find your image, find your composition that you're going to be working with. And it's so easy with a camera, and then you snap away. And then if you're painting plein air, you just take it, go to that picture and put it on your easel, and then also still look up and down. You can look from your photo to the actual image that you're seeing live, and then you can just kind of say, and because a lot of people, when they see all this stuff, they don't know what to crop in. You're not sure what to put into the photo, but if you're just doing it with your camera and have it there just to give you proportions and angles and stuff, it really helps out your drawing when you go to draw it onto your palette. So again, what would this one be good? And also, I could turn it sideways, but then it's going to be upside, or if I do this, then it's going to be sideways, the image. But you can take a shot like that, and then, so now right now you're turning your head sideways, right? Well, you would do that and you just look at it with your camera up and down. But anyways, I can go really close too, and it's neat because you can just, while it's live, you can just look and see what you want to have as your composition. Now that's not that great. There's just all dark and just the boathouse there. If you go out a little bit, now we have our lights over here, lights down there, and that could maybe kind of better, but I would almost crop it in half here. So yeah, just use your camera. It's one of those things I just never really realized that instead of getting the mount, the thing mount, they just take a picture and look at it, kind of design it. And also, if you want, a lot of times I tell my students to make it black and white. So if you make it black and white and you're shooting it color, but then all these phones have a black and white feature, you can make it black and white and you can see your values. All right, so use your phone. If you don't have a phone, then go back to your slide mount or your little cardboard that you have cut out for the viewfinder. But a phone makes a great viewfinder. Use it and show me what you're painting. All right, we'll see you then next time. All right, bye-bye.